Hi everyone, good evening. I'm Jasline here, and today our topic is inspiring mom. So today we are going to have Miss Joanne Teo, who is an international certified nutritionist, who's going to share about her inspiring stories to moms who wants a change in their lives, especially stay-at-home moms. Okay, so hello Joanne.
Hi, Jasline.
Hello.
So
Can we
glad
see?
to be here today. Good evening,
Yeah.
everyone.
Good evening, everyone. So we're going to have a fantastic event where Joanne will share about her story as a journey from a stay-at-home mom to an internationally certified nutritionist. So I hope you can share this life with as many friends as possible, like your best friend, your girlfriends. I want them to be feel inspired by her. Okay, so please share right now in your Facebook to your friends and relatives. Okay, so please let me see who is right here with us right now. Yes. Okay, so please give us your likes and your hearts and your thumbs up, okay? And because we will inspire us to do more of such lives, and we will be happy that Joanne will also share more, okay?
For
So
sure.
yes. So we are
All
really
your
very
response will be the key factor in how much we share.
Yes, correct. So and then yes, please give her as many hugs, as many of thumbs up, and all the nice faces that we can see on the Facebook to cheer her on. Okay. So for friends and people who know Joanne as well, yeah, please, or you have known me as a tactical parenting strategy, yeah. So please like Joanne on her Facebook, okay, which is JT Wellness. You can find that in her Facebook. Okay, please follow her because she has really good tips on in her Facebook as well. Yeah. So everyone who has actually done her follow in the Facebook page.
I just did. I just shared. Have all of you done that?
Okay, so yes, please also give her give me a 5 if everybody wants to have inspiring story by her. Okay, so cut 5, right? And that's great. Okay, so let us see who we have here.
Let's all share
Okay.
and like. Let's all share and like.
Yeah, share like yes. And we're so honored to have on a Saturday, to have Joanne here to actually tell us about her story. And then really for moms who want a change in their lives, and for even stay-at-home moms who wants to help this in this COVID time to actually do something meaningful, as well as improve the economic situation of family. Yeah, do tune in. And at the end of if you stay for the live, at the end we have free recipes to give away, and we have really interested to give it away. Okay, so please share as many people as possible. Yeah, and yeah, all right.
Let's give everybody some time to log in and like and share and get as many friends as possible, because Jasline and me today, we have an amazing story to share with all of you, that something that has totally changed my life. And I hope that with my story, it will also inspire you to take charge of your life. And who knows what tomorrow, right?
Yes, we should all learn as much as possible, from a person who has already done it. Okay, so a successful internationally certified nutritionist, and how she has find her job so inspiring and helping millions, lots of people around the world, okay, to get their health. Okay, so I've known Joanne for at least 7 months already, and then she has started this. I known her because of a very interesting food magic event. Okay, and that's how I know her. And from there, it changed my life as a mom in my family, as well as helping my husband to actually lose weight. Okay, and then gaining health and maintaining this weight right now. So I really appreciate her time to share with everybody, all the moms out there who can make a difference in your family for just listening and also learning. All right. Okay.
And then take action, hopefully.
Yes. This is a very interesting talk. I wish that everybody really can log in and then share to many friends as possible. Okay, I think we can start right now, Joanne. Okay, so this is interactive. So I hope you have any question, you can type it down. So we're sure to answer you if we can. All right. So Joanne, so can you tell me what is your journey, right? From being a stay-at-home mom to deciding to be a nutritionist and internationally certified one as well. So what was the journey like, and what are the difficulties that you had in the beginning? Yeah.
Thank you so much, Jasline, for having me on tonight. I want to say a good evening to all of you who are logged in and those who are watching, because we're live, right? Now, I'd like you to tell me where you're from, where you're logging in from. So text where you're logging from Singapore, from Pasir Ris or whatever, right? So that we know where you're from, right? And a good greetings to all of you here, and thank you for logging in to hear my story. Okay, so Jasline's question to me was, so how did my journey come about to be a nutritionist, right? So just a little bit of a background of myself before how I became a nutritionist, okay? So I'm going to be 50 in a couple of months, okay? And I have 2 grown children, one's 22 and one's 19.
You sure? So young.
Thank you so much. So I have 2 grown children. Being a nutritionist is something that is, I never in my wildest imagination thought I would be a nutritionist. I did marketing, before that. But right before I was a nutritionist, Jasline, I was a stay-home mom for 18 years.
18 years?
18 years stay-home mom. Okay.
Not 18 months, huh?
18 years, right? And as much as people who see me now may think I'm a bubbly person, I mean, yes, that's my personality, but I had a very small group of close friends. You know how homemakers are. We have a very small group of friends, parent support group. And Jasline, you're a mom. We go to from home to school to children's centers and back from one of those typical helicopter moms, you might call it.
Correct.
So I never realized how nutrition impacted children or families until I became a nutritionist. I stumbled upon being a nutritionist for various reasons. I mean, there were a few calls, I must say, in my journey as a mom, as a friend, as a daughter, So what initially happened was some 3 over years ago, I had a friend, a very dear friend of mine, Ivan, who was diagnosed with cancer. And I walked through very closely with him. I didn't know very much about nutrition, but I knew a lot about food. I'm a Peranakan. I cook, and I love to cook, and I got a certificate for baking, so I know how to make food delicious. But I didn't realize it was only walking through with a friend with this journey that I realized that all that I fed myself or my family wasn't the best. It was tasty, but it wasn't the best for health, and I realized the impact food has on our body. And we've heard to death, let your food be thy medicine or your medicine will be your food. I mean, we've heard it. But what does it truly mean?
I know. I remember, yeah. You told me before that moms are terrorists, remember?
Right. Yeah, and I said that. And it was truly when I went through this journey with my friend, Ivan, that I realized that food can heal, truly. Food can heal your body, or food can kill. And I say like moms are terrorists, right? And this guys with a wok and a spatula, right? And either we eat to heal our kids or ourselves, or we slowly intoxify them to bad health and worse, right? Creating a bad food culture in the family. And that led me to deeply study about nutrition, how I can help myself. I don't know how many women out there listening to me. I'm one of those dieting junkie. Okay, every single diet that's possibly out there, I have possibly tried A to Z, even the anorexia and the bulimic. So I wrecked my health and my digestive system, and I didn't want my daughter, especially girls, right, to live through what I did. I developed a really bad relationship with food. I was bulimic at one point in my life. At first it was so hard to get food out, and then it was hard to get food to stay down, Yeah, so I didn't want my girl or my kids to always think that mommy ate that way, and fortunately, I do have a very amazing mentor who helped me along this journey to transform. Initially, was my life and my family's life, and as you said, Jasline, I'm now a global entrepreneur, and you said this just now, which wanted to point out. You say it's a job that I take. And although I could be working round the clock because I have a global, students around the world, I never saw it as work. I never did. It was this one Chinese New Year when my auntie said to me and said, "Oh, you work very hard." And it dawned to me that I was working, but it's really passion driven.
Yes, I understand. It's like a passion, but it's not work to you. It's just helping people.
Feel like work.
Yes, correct. Okay, so who wants to hear Joanne's another moving story, please? Give her 5. Okay, so yeah, give her
I
the
deserve
5.
a 5. I deserve a 5.
Yeah, because I think the next story is very, very moving, and I really want y'all to just let her share with y'all. Okay, so which they have consulted many people about their health, and which is the story, whose person's story you actually moved you the most? Yeah.
Well, I can only say, I think, like I said, I'm a junkie for diets, and back in my era, there was no Google. It's so now even worse, right? Diets and all kinds of strange, what I call unorthodox methods are so prevalent. I used to have to buy Her World magazine or whatever magazine to what's the latest diets and all that, right? So, and like I said, I really developed a really bad relationship with food, and I know how painful that is. I mean, it was a dark journey, I would say. When people say you look thin, I like that feeling. To me, thin means, and when I feel pale or sickly, it meant that I was thin. I had a really bad self-confidence of myself. And a lot of times when I go out, of course I would be very overweight because I'll be dieting all my life, right? Yeah. So when I say that I'm fat, sometimes people will say, well, and then people think I'm fishing for compliments, but I'm not. I really have a very bad relationship with food. So the most saddening, I can say, case, story was that when I had a call from a very good friend I've known since I was in advertising. That is like 20 years ago. Okay, I got a call and I said, Joanne, can you see my child? My daughter. She needs help with understanding nutrition because she's been wanting to lose weight and all that. She didn't tell me that. She didn't tell me that much. So then I went to the house and I said, okay, I typically don't do a house call, but apparently the daughter was very withdrawn and not well. So I was wondering what happened. So when I went and knocked on the door, and I saw a figure that was like skeletal thin, and she was all of 16 years old. 16, And it really broke my heart because I was expecting an overweight child that I was supposed to be helping with understanding nutrition and weight loss, right? I saw her, and she was a top student, like a head counselor or a prefect in her school, which she didn't do well. In the end, she retained 1 year. Her menstruation stopped for over a year. And the most important thing was that she was having a very bad relationship with her mom and her dad. Because when the mom told her to eat, she said it was a conspiracy and got violent and would throw food, and it felt so familiar because it's something that I've gone through, and it was very sad, and she was pale. She could hardly even concentrate when I was talking to her. So I went through the whole thing about what a nutritionist does, understanding your nutrients, your macros, and why you need to eat and how you balance, and all the what the nutritionist does, right? And she understood, because she's the top student, right? She understood all that. But I looked at her eyes. She had that glassy look. You cannot concentrate because you don't have your minds about you. She had a very glassy. She nodded, like it was just very shy about it, And I asked her, and I said, dear, do you understand what Auntie is trying to tell you? She says, yes, I understand. And I said, will you eat what I'm telling you? She kept very quiet. And she said, no. She would, it had gone to that extreme, and the straw that broke the camel's back was that she wasn't really very big. It was just one of those family events that when a family member said, oh, you're like your mom, maybe like thunder thighs or whatever, and that really just broke it for her.
Oh, okay.
It was just a small comment, like a mindless comment that someone made, and probably people who have bad body confidence like me, small comments, like, Joe, you look good. Oh, I put on weight. You know the feeling.
Yes, the feeling.
And it was horrible when someone says, Joe, you look great. I would starve for the next few days and I look good. Means I put on weight. It was terrible. So it was horrible. And then, so when the mom made her eat, says, I don't want to be like you. And the family was really shattered. It was terrible. So the saddest part was going back to my friend and telling them that your daughter didn't need a nutritionist, but a psychologist.
So it's depression, is it? Is it
It's
depression?
the whole mental here that's gone wrong more than what the child knows what it's like to the right nutrients, right?
Yeah.
Because it's over already, so you need psychological help to help you overcome that. It's
fear.
not so much of nutrition knowledge, but a whole, and that ever since then it has been so stuck in my head. I came home that night and I went to my daughter. Anybody in your class going on diets? And of course, yes, a couple of them on the K diet. I don't want to
It's the
mention.
growing up years where they want to be pretty and slim, right?
And look at our Instagram and all that. It's not helping when it's so prevalent. What the human body what female, what attractive, and therefore I say that mothers, we need, or parents, can I say, we need to inculcate the right culture, eating culture to our children, giving them good knowledge so that they know how to better choose their food and master their nutrition, master their health, so that they can eat for, Jess? You can actually eat to have better concentration. It's not about eating or it is really about how food can actually fuel the nutrition and in future give you longer concentration.
Now children don't drink teaching anymore.
Okay, my era, I guess.
They don't. So it's really pretty tough. You want them to be brainy, but you concentrate, but they don't eat the things that you want them to eat as well. Yeah. Okay. So I think that's a really, really moving story, and I think for mothers, I can feel that we need to be educating our children about food, to enjoy food and the nutritious food, as well as being aware of your daughter's feelings, especially when they're growing up, they want to look good. So please look out for these signs as well. As a mom, I think the story is perfect for us to really be aware, our teenage girls, what they are actually thinking, and maybe you are negating that part. So do have a good talk.
Say something. This is like the real people, real stories thing, right? Now that you mentioned like to be careful with a child, that it was really my mom's and my auntie's comment, what they called me before, that triggered this whole. My mom called me 神殿侠,
Call you this?
Yeah.
Like label you.
Yeah,
Okay.
she called me 神殿侠, when I would eat, she says,
That's so
你
sad.
你仲食, And then my relatives back then in my era, there's a Muppet show, they called me Miss Piggy. I'm born of a pig. So all through life, and they thought it was cute. Okay, and as a kid, being called Miss Piggy, it really isn't cute, And I lived through this bad
experience.
Yeah.
Memories.
Yeah. And if you ask me today, given I'm a nutritionist, given I'm the best of my health, do I still feel? It still affects me, Yes.
So
it's a lifelong scarring,
So for moms, we need to be aware of what we say, and then your children will be hearing, and then maybe like thinking about themselves or how they are just by labeling them. Yeah, thank you, Joanne, for also highlighting this point to us as parents. We must be mindful of what we say to our children. Yeah.
It stays forever, I can tell you.
Correct. Yes. I mean, we are subconsciously we want to really be aware, and then we need to don't give them names. Just like we tell our children, don't give names to your friends, because it's rude. We should always also do this as well. Yeah. Okay. So and then I knew that you have this signature, like I told you, the Food Magic series, right? So what is the brainchild of this, and why you wanted to start this Food Magic series? Yeah.
Okay, so I used to go on what we call the rabbit's diet, or like I will binge up and then don't eat, or I eat then feel very guilty, then don't eat, then like feel miserable thinking of my mashed potatoes or my dessert.
Okay.
So, and I'm a pranican, I told you, right? So and I realized my children are not like me. They don't put on weight easily. So I used to think I can just give them whatever and it's okay, but I just have to watch what I eat. Moms need to know, little eyes are watching what you eat, because they may get to a point that they will become like you, and then they do selective eating. So for me, I cook, okay, and then my daughter has a lot. As she went on about 10, she had food challenges, gluten intolerance and dairy and stuff, right?
So challenging. Yeah.
Super challenging, super challenging. And back in like 15 years ago, where like these healthy food, like the quinoas and all that wasn't so like prevalent, like only selected selections, right? So what I did was I had to rediscover food, how to make her food interesting, palatable, and like she liked, okay?
Okay.
Well, and then I studied nutrition, I told you about, right? So now nutritionists, I brought my kids to so many nutritionists before because of the challenges, but they just tell you need these, and then like, okay, how do I cook it, right?
So do you do the blood test too? Blood test?
Yeah.
Like,
yes. Oh my God. You put like how many chest tubes of them to get it sent, and she's like, and she at 9 years old, she saw, Mommy, there's more food I can't take than I can take. It was horrendous, you know.
yeah, okay.
But more importantly is then how do I make food nice for her, right? So for me, I'm a Peranakan. Okay, so how I had the ability. So being a nutritionist, being a mom, being someone who loves to cook, I mean, food magic to me has become a full circle of my life. You know, nutritionists may not know how to cook. So people tend to think, those of you out there, do you agree with me? Those who agree, you put a 10. People think healthy food, not nice to eat, sucks, right? And healthy food is like your salad, your quinoa bowls, and your poke bowls, and it's just, you can't enjoy your local food, right? So I was determined to go with my nutrition knowledge, with my culinary knowledge that I inherited from my grandmom, you know, I Peranakan, and I decided to fuse it into food magic. Okay, so I knew what food helped us to, number one, lose weight. Number two, increase metabolism. I knew the kinds of food to give you brain food, the superfoods to charge your mental capacity. I knew food to help people like me, 45 and above, you know, the menopausal, to boost our metabolism. I got tips and all that. So I knew all these now, but how do I translate that into yummy food?
Yes, theory versus practical, right?
Yeah.
Right.
But I will tell you, is a lot of wastage in my kitchen. So therefore, it gave birth to food magic. Now, all of us have watched many Yan can cook, who can cook, whatever can cook, right?
Yes.
But those you can cook, sure. But I want to make food different. I want food to have magic in your lives, because healthy food with magical twists becomes nice. I want to make healthy food sexy for a nice body, not just the shape of your body, the shape of your health, right?
Wow.
And it's never about perfection. Oh, you know, I it's done enough where we say, oh, I need to find a period of time to get healthy. Healthy must be all the time of your lives, right? It can't be just
that's right.
seasonal, right? It's not
Correct.
seasonal for summer because you want a summer body. Health must be prevalent throughout, and all the more when life gets in the way, challenges, all that is the time, exam time, project time, that's where we need the health the most, right?
Yes, correct.
Right? Can you imagine your child at exam time, 2 weeks before stress, not well, then never study, then when got well, exam shows up. Wow,
yes. Especially now. Yes, especially now where the COVID, you know, we really need to take care of health. So yes, the food magic is, I think the name is really great. You know, food can really do magic to your health, right? So I think it's perfect, you know, the way that you say, you know, make food interesting and make it magical for you. I think that's really great. So please give her all the hearts and all the thumbs up, okay? Because I think I've learned so much from her, and I think it's not easy to be a nutritionist where you only know the theory, but putting it into the practical, into recipes. And I think all the audience that I went, you know, all the sessions I get, you know, everyone is so amazed by you, and then they start really motivated to do the cooking and all the baking. So I really thank you for coming out with this nice series, and then we really appreciate you having more series next time. So later on, y'all also have you can actually fill in the Google form so we can inform you in the next Food Magic series, as well as wanting to know more about health. Yeah, so please, yes.
By the way, since I'm on the Food Magic, can I just share about this challenge that's coming up?
There's a challenge. Is there prizes?
Yeah. Oh my gosh, yes.
Maybe you can show us I'm
going to show you right now. So in line.
Wow, I'm so excited as well. So please give 5, okay, or 10, okay, to say that, wow, we're so excited to have this competition.
Look at that!
You mean $2,000
top prize, okay?
Okay. Can you tell me all about the prize? Yeah.
So all I need is for them to come up with there are some terms and conditions, but generally it's bring magic to your food, okay? Bring magic to your food. Now, guys, it's not just about the recipe. If you know how you can bring magic to your food, you can watch your health transform like magic, because 1% progression daily is a compounded effect, how you can see yourself healthier, melting fats, better cognitive, better concentration, better energies, smaller dress size, you know, and,
yes,
and everything.
that's what we want. Yes.
Yeah, and better skin, right?
Yes.
So all I need all of you to do is there's a challenge coming up. Not yet, this is a teaser, okay? From the 25th, I need all of you to log in to this. I'm going to have an event on the 25th, okay? Where I'll be showing you some recipes and then use that to have, you know, let your imagination grow wild. Come up with a recipe with a particular product that, you know, that I'll be recommending to you. Film a video and then get as many likes as possible on your Facebook. And then the one with the most like, you know, there's a criteria. The first prize is worth $2,000. Yeah.
Wow.
I tell you, if your aim is to transform your life, doesn't matter what your health goals are, this worth 2,000 is an amazing package to transform your health and take you to the next level. Okay. Second prize, equally amazing, and 5 consolation prizes. Although I will say that, you know, this contest is limited to Singapore and Malaysia, so it's you know, please take part, really. So those of you who just logged in and just heard about this Food Magic Challenge, please, you know, put down on the Facebook where you're joining us from and get back, connect with Jasline or myself.
Yes, we also give more details later on, so stay tuned to the JT Wellness Facebook and my Facebook, Jasline Loves, so that we give you more details on how you actually can join the competition and what's the criteria and what you need to do. Okay, so I'm so excited, you know. So those who are excited, please give me a 10 to say what a great competition, you know, to actually, yeah, remember we talked about family bonding. You know, if you are a family doing this recipe, will definitely give you more bonus points, right? So yes. Joanne, thank you so much for telling us.
Criteria. I mean, I'm hoping that because we're going to go through this through August and it's holidays for National Day, so in line with family, you know, family, country, and bring our health to the next level to ride through this pandemic, right? We eat healthy, choose better health, and you know, this is the third term. Exams are coming. Eat your way to concentration. Why not, right?
And the primary school and secondary school are having school holidays right now, 1 week holiday. Yeah.
So yeah, you can start to Google homework for ideas to create recipes. And moms who don't know how to use videos or TikTok, it's a good time to bond and connect with your child. How you can and then collaborate to come up with this exciting video and recipe and stand to win $2,000.
Yes. Oh, I'm sure a lot of moms, even dads, or even they want to have a transformation. You know, maybe all the eating during COVID. You know, we want to make yourself sexier, nicer, or more handsome. Okay, for guys. Okay, so I really think this is a great competition for everyone to join in, and please stay tuned to our Facebook so we can give more details. So there's still time, and then please also fill in the Google form later so that we can give you more recipes for you to think about. Okay, because we have criteria, but we also want you to.
Got head start. Head start some more.
Yeah, because people may not have the idea how to do a recipe, right? So we also need to help them as well. So I really, really appreciate, you know, that, you know, this competition is not impacting only it's everybody, you know, who is knowing about this competition, family, you know, moms, you know, even individuals can also join in the competition. All right. So I also, in your journey, I think the most important thing is you are very happy and very passionate about being a nutritionist, right? International certified nutritionist, helping people with their health. But I also know that you are a global entrepreneur, right? So I think, and this during COVID, can you share with us what have you want to share with our moms here that you can actually make a difference if you make a change or make a decision, right? Can you share with us more?
Sure. As much as you know, I'm an advocate for good health and healthy eating and right eating. It costs money.
Yes.
It really
nowadays food is very expensive.
Yeah, right. And if you want to eat macroly right with nutrition, it's truly expensive. You know, but being a stay-at-home mom for 18 years, I mean, I've seen how, you know, my husband has to work doubly hard. And I will say that I've been very blessed. I've been very blessed because like 4 years ago, my own girlfriend, you know, she had to look for an alternative for extra source of income because the third child was of special needs. I wanted to stay home and have an income, right? So we're both looking for an online business, but that was 4 years ago. And not to forget, I've been a stay-home mom for 18 years.
Yes. So what do your child call you, remember?
A dinosaur.
What? Yeah. Dinosaur.
Yeah.
Wow.
So we have a rare species of dinosaur, you know. And one of those moms, when Grab first came out, right? My son downloaded the app, want to call Grab for my girl. I said, cannot, because she'll get, kidnapped and get thrown away, cannot get it. Because I'm so like, I'm a slow
caveman.
Yeah. So I'm one of those slow adapters. I won't do online shopping, that kind of thing. So for her to tell me something online, I'm like, oh, does it even make sense? I won't do it. So I wasn't, I'm not savvy anymore, or obsolete rather. So I actually tossed this idea to my husband. I say, what do you think of this? He says, please lah, online, if home-based, does it even work? Is it real? Don't get me involved, and then blah, 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 But at that moment, I must say that I saw something, and I wanted to do something for myself. I wanted to, number one, empower myself, and I wanted to be of that situation where I could control my own life, my own finances, and every woman today, we read enough about women empowerment and all that, but how do I be of that situation? And I'll tell you honestly as well, I wanted to regain my own dignity, my dignity in front of my children. I just didn't want to be known as a mom who just watch Korean drama and cook and all that, I wanted to have that communication open, that my children would sought my advice. So I decided to try out, what have I got to lose? It's e-commerce. It didn't require a huge capital. I went to so many of those online classes that required me to Google what's the latest trend. And I remember them telling me, oh, go for simple stuff like water bottle or whatever, that kind of thing. I was so afraid because I had to still buy goods, right? I have no driving license. If I buy the stuff ready, I still have to go and wrap. I'm not good at wrapping. I can cook, but not good at wrapping. I got to go and deliver and all those, and then
shipping, yes.
Yeah, and I don't drive. I've got to go to post office and all that. I wasn't prepared. I will tell you, I wasn't prepared. So when an online opportunity came that didn't require any of those, I didn't have to Google what to buy and then go and find a supplier and then put part of my house to become a warehouse or deliver. I didn't have any of those, and the entry level was so easy. More importantly, there was like a mentor who would like guide me through like a system, that would allow me to learn at my own pace, right? So it was quite phenomenal, and it was very easy entry level. They were professionals. Mind you, they were professionals because I was in the media, I was with advertising. So there were a lot of people who was from Hong Kong, journalists and media, news anchor people. They were doing this online business and doing with phenomenal results. And I thought, hey, there's a if they're willing to learn a brand new trade, why wouldn't I be willing to open myself to do that? Who am I to say I know everything, right? So I gave myself the opportunity, and I'll tell you that I had a lot of my husband didn't believe me and all that, but I'll say that
what happened now? Yeah,
like within 1.5 years. So my husband's a traditional business owner for the last 30 years. Okay, the furthest he's expanded his business was in Malaysia. In a year and a half, I expanded my business to 17 countries.
Wow! Because of the global platform, right?
Because
you know what?
Yeah, the marketing, the 4 P's, place and everything, right? The 4 price and all that is irrelevant today. If you have an online store, does location matter? Location. Yeah, my online store is forever open, 365 with no restrictions, right? It's perfect, right?
Yeah.
And now 4 years on, my business has just grown to 29 countries 2 days ago. I mean, that's like beautiful. And we're in lockdown. Well, not really lockdown in Singapore, it's semi, but I managed to 3 times my income. And I would say that I will say this, that my husband is so grateful that I have this opportunity because his business has been so affected. I mean, which industry is, come on.
Yeah.
Which industry isn't affected?
Yes.
Right?
So your this is little decision, okay, actually just to make change and then be aware of what is the situation and how you can see yourself in the next few years. We need a change. So I will urge all the parents who or moms who wants to know more about how we can also do this business to fill in the Google form. Yeah, and then thank you, Joanne, for having you today with us. We really learned so much. Yes.
You know, in this climate, right, change is so rampant change, right? So much of uncertainties and everything. I'll tell you something in your life. If you feel uncertainty, insecurities, I can only offer you one sentence, which says this: if nothing changes, nothing changes. So we need a change for something different to happen. We need to stop. We need to stop and take stock of what has happened. And because we don't change, the landscape, what we see, won't change.
Yes, I think Joanne, your words are really very inspiring, and for moms out there who, women out there, okay, I think you're inspired. Yeah, we fill in the Google forms. We can get in touch with you to understand more. And very, very grateful to you today for your time. And I really think that we all have learned much from Joanne. So give her all the hugs and kisses, okay? And then I will flash my my last slide. So please stay tuned, and all the links will be there, okay?
One other thing though, other thing. Can I have a trailer? I don't know. Okay, most of us, during COVID, we want to exercise or we need to get healthy. So I'm all about health advocate, right? I love, but some of us who don't exercise, kind of like, I don't know what to do, and after that they don't persist because they don't like gyms, they don't like this, they don't like that.
Well, that's something fun. You have something fun for us.
Yeah, exactly, right? Okay. So my God, few days ago, I found an exercise I'm in love with and it's called the conga. Okay, I didn't know what the conga was. Now it's conga. It's like boxing, like dancing, like jazz, like disco, like zouk, like pilates, like everything all rolled into one. And it's
so interesting. I never heard about it. Yes.
Yeah. So it's like Zumba, but more intense. Right? It's like Zumba, but more intense. So like Zumba, okay, for me, I'll tell you, right, I love dancing, but Zumba, you kind of need to be kind of coordinated. So those of you who think, right, I'm very uncoordinated, 2 left feet, 2 right hand, that kind, right? Okay, guys, this is a perfect exercise for you because it's a bit of a boxing, it's a bit of a jumping, it's a bit of a everything, and it's like super intense, it's super high, you get to super high, right? And the work is like super amazing. And Monday we have a conga master called Emily Shitu. She's amazing. We're doing a collaboration, so log in for, it's a free online lesson. And after that there's tips by me on how secrets on how we can stop dieting and start living and still melt your weight and have an amazing lifestyle.
Wow.
So yes. Log in on Monday.
Yes, thank you so much, Joanne. Yeah, I will put in my last slide already. And good night, everyone. Yeah.
Good night. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Yeah, so this is 3 giveaways. So these are the links. So I will put it in the comments. Yep. Okay. Okay, thank you.